Hi students, my name is Nitesh Narashet. I am from Honnavara. So last class we discussed about a topic from 10th standard, that is Euclid's division lemma. Already you know that the statement of Euclid's division lemma and what are those uses, and we discussed about their uses. So to find the division of two numbers and to find the HCF of two numbers. So the lemma is already, you know that it's a proven statement used to prove another statement. So likewise we prove that it's also used to find division of a two number, and also we have to use to find HCF of two numbers. So let us discuss about some of other uses. So while solving some of the applications or while solving some of the other statements. So because Euclid's division lemma is also a statement used to prove another statement. So we have to take some other statement. So from those statements we have to prove another statement. So let us move on to the some of the applications. So from the Euclid's division lemma we have to show that every positive integer is of the form 2q and every positive odd integer is of the form 2q plus 1. The question is simple, that is show that every positive even integer is of the form 2q and every positive odd integer is of the form 2q plus 1, where q is any integer. So we have to show that every positive even integer is of the form 2q and every positive odd integer is of the form 2q plus 1, where q is any integer. So using Euclid's division lemma, so we have to show it. Yes, you already know that what is Euclid's division lemma. Euclid's division lemma states that if any two positive integers a, b, then there exist two unique integers q and r. They must satisfy the condition a is equal to bq plus r, where r is greater than or equal to 0 and less than b. So you already know that. So just insert that Euclid's division lemma into this problem and we have to solve this problem. So likewise we have to take a and b. There are two positive integers from the integer number set. So let a be any positive integer and b is equal to 2, because we have to take b is equal to 2 for this. So we have here we have to prove every positive even integer is of the form 2q and every positive even odd integer is of the form 2q plus 1. So let a be any positive integer and b is equal to 2. Then b, according to the Euclid's division lemma, what happens? A is equal to bq plus r, where r is greater than or equal to 0 and less than 2 here, because b is equal to 2. Instead of b I will write 2 here. So I hope you understood this. So we have to further move on. So just consider b as a divisor. That means here b is equal to 2 is there. So when we divide any number from 2, there are some of the possibilities of remainders. So what are the possibilities of remainder here? when we considering the divisor as 2, there are two possibilities. The possibilities of considering divisor as 2 are 0 and 1. So that is the possibilities of remainder. Remainder are whether r is equal to 0 or r is equal to 1. So let us take one by one while solving this one. So I have to part this blackboard. So firstly I will consider the case 1 here, that is remainder r is equal to 0 when r is equal to 0. So what happens to the equation 1? So I will consider this as equation number 1, a is equal to bq plus r. So what happens to the equation 1? A is equal to 2q plus 0 because b is also equal to 2. Yes. So a is equal to 2q. So from this equation we have to understood that a is completely divisible by 2. So according to the definition of even number, any number we consider it as a even number, that means it must be divisible by 2. That means a is also completely divisible by 2 because the remainder is 0 here. So that means a is a even number. By definition of even number, even numbers, we come to the conclusion that a is an even number. So that means every positive even integer is of the form 2q itself. So we completed the first part of this problem. So next consider r is equal to 1. So for this we have to consider it as a case 2 when r is equal to 1. So just insert value of b and r here in equation 1. So we got a is equal to 2q plus 1. So that means by the definition of odd integer, so any number we can call it as an odd integer, means it should not divisible by 2 itself. Here there is a 1 is there, that means when I divide this a by 2, then after the division I got the remainder 1, means this a doesn't divisible by, should not divisible, completely divisible by 2. That means by definition of odd integers, definition of odd numbers, so therefore a is an odd integer. So previously we proven the first part of the equation. So every positive integer is of the form 2q, we got here. So it's an even number. When the remainder is equal to 1, that positive integer turns into odd integer because this integer is should not completely divisible by 2 itself. So that means it's a odd integer. So I hope you learned this. So I solved this problem with the help of Euclid's division lemma. So let us go to the next problem. Next problem is also similar to this problem. So here also we take the same or similar steps to prove that. Here we have to show the positive odd integer is of the form 4m plus 1 or 4m plus 3. In this problem we taken odd integer and even integer, but in this problem we just consider only positive odd integer. It is show that every positive odd integer is of the form 4q plus 1 or 4q plus 3, where q is some integer. Here also we are taking positive odd integer, because Euclid's division lemma, just by taking or even positive integers from the integer number set, we have to prove that statement. So also for this, so we have to use Euclid's division lemma while proving this problem. So just consider A as the positive integer, and what happens to the B? So in previous problem we just taken B is equal to 2, because there is 2q and 2q plus 1. Here there are 4q and 4q plus 4q are there. So that means we have to consider B as 4 here. So let us consider, let A be any positive integer. Let A be any positive integer and B is equal to 4. Okay, so that means by using Euclid's division lemma, what happens? So A is equal to 4q plus r, where r is greater than or equal to 0 and less than 4 here. Okay, so r is less than 4 means what is the possibility of remainders? So the possibilities of remainders are remainders are 0, 1, 2 and 3. So here there are 4 remainders are there. We have to part this blackboard into 4 parts. 1 part, 2 part, 3 and 4. So for easily we are analyzing here, so 1 by 1. So for the first one I will take the remainder as 0. So when r is equal to 0, what happens to the equation 1? Yes, I will consider this as equation 1. So equation 1 becomes A is equal to 4q plus 0. So A is equal to 4q. It can also be written as A is equal to 2 into 2q. That means A is also completely divisible by 2. So A is equal to 2m. I can written as 2m. M is because m is equal to 2q. So that means here A is completely divisible by 2. That means what happens? What is A here? Therefore, according to the definition of even numbers, so the A is even integer. A is even. So from when r is equal to 0, A becomes even. So let us consider r is equal to 1. When r is equal to 1, so what happens to the equation 1? So A is equal to 4q plus 1 is equal to A is equal to 2 into 2q plus 1 here. So A is equal to 2m plus 1. So that means from this equation we come to the conclusion that A is should not completely divisible by 2, because the remainder here is 1. So also from this also we can understood that every positive odd integer is of the form 4q plus 1. That means here according to the definition of odd integer, A is odd. Okay, so hope you understand that. So when consider r is equal to 2, yes, here what happens to the equation 1? A is equal to 4q plus 2. So here I can take the common of 2 here. 2 into 2q plus 1. So that means from this equation we can understood that a is completely divisible by 2. According to the definition of even integer, the number which is completely divisible by 2 is even number. So there is no remainder here. So a can be written as a is equal to 2m here. So there is no any remainder. A remainder is 0 here. So that means a is completely divisible by 2. So from this equation you can easily understood that a is even integer. So therefore a is even. So the last possibility of remainder, so r is equal to 3. So r is equal to 3 can be put in the equation number 1. So a is equal to 4q plus 3a. So just we have to further, so 2 can be taken as a common, 2q plus 2 plus 1. So here 2 into 2q plus 1 plus 1 here, it is equal to 2m plus 1. So that means a is equal to 2m plus 1 means it should not completely divisible by 2. By the definition of odd integer, a number which should not completely divisible by 2, that means it's a odd integer. Therefore here a is odd integer. So from this equation we understood that the positive odd integer is of the form 4q plus 3. So we have easily understood by using Euclid's division lemma that every positive odd integer is of the form 4q plus 1 or 4q plus 3, where q is some integers. So I hope you understood this concept. So let us move on to the next problem. So for every problem, so you have to take same steps by using Euclid's division lemma. So let us take some other different type of problem, that is show that every square integer is of the form 3m or 3m plus 1. So let us take one by one. Show that the square of any integer is of the form 3m or 3m plus 1, where m is some integer. M is some integer. So we have to take the square of that number and we have to find those integers are in the form of 3m or 3m plus 1. So let us check by using Euclid's division lemma. So what is the Euclid's division lemma? If a and b are any two positive integers, there exist q and r, those are unique integers, then they must satisfy the condition a is equal to bq plus r, where r is less than or equal greater than or equal to 0 and less than b. So just take a number from the integer number set. So let me say that a. So let A be any positive integer, so what happens to the B? So here we have just consider here 3 and 3 are there. So that means we can take B is equal to 3. We have to insert B into the Euclid's division lemma. That is A is equal to 3q plus R, where R is greater than or equal to 0 and less than 3, because B is equal to 3 here. If we take 3 as the divisor, what are the possibilities of remainder? So there is 0, 1 and 2 are the remainders. So the possibilities of remainders are zero, 1 and 2. So in last cases we learnt that there are some of the cases like when we take 2, 0 and 1. So there are 2q and 2q plus 1 is there. And when we take b is equal to 4, so there are the positive odd integers of the form 4q plus 1 and 4q plus 3. Likewise, odd even integers of the form 4q and 4q plus 2. But when we take the square of the integer, there are 3 possibilities. Here we given 3m and 3m plus 1. So we have to check how it is possible by using Euclid's division lemma. So I will part this blackboard for my convenience into 3 parts. So firstly I will take r is equal to 0. When r is equal to 0, what happens to the equation 1? I will consider this as the equation number 1. A is equal to 3q plus r. So when we insert r is equal to 0 in equation 1, a is equal to 3. So we got here just a. A is any positive integer. We have to take the square of that integer. Here we have to take the square of that integer. That means, so a square is equal to 3q whole square, because we are squaring in both sides. So a square is equal to 9q square. Yes, 3 square is 9 and 2 square. So here, so a square is equal to, I will take 3 common here, 3 into 3q square. So I consider 3q square as m, then a square is equal to 3m. That means a square is completely divisible by 3, where m is a some integer, we have to multiply with 3 here. So from this we can understand that the square of any integer is of the form 3m. So let us check by taking r is equal to 1. When r is equal to 1 here. So let us check by put r is equal to 1 into equation 1. So a is equal to 3q plus 1 here. We have to square that number by squaring both sides. A square is equal to 3q plus 1 whole square. So already we know that a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. So 3q whole square plus 1 square plus 2 into 3q into 1. So is equal to 9q square plus 1 plus 6q. So from this 9q square and 6q we have to take 3 common here. Here 3q square plus, so from this we have to take 3q common here. 3q common here. So from if we take 3q from 9q square, we got 3q plus and here 2 here, so plus 1. Let us I consider 3q plus 2 as m. So this is equal to 3qm plus 1 here. Or so this qm also is equal to 3m plus 1. So just by taking r is equal to 1, so the a square is equal to 3m plus 1 here. So that means the a square, the square of any integer is of the form 3m or 3m plus 1 here. So let us check by taking r is equal to 2. When r is equal to 2, just insert r is equal to 2 in equation 1. So a is equal to 3q plus 2. We have to square that one. A square is equal to 3q plus 2 whole square. Yes. So we have to square this part. 9q square plus 2 into 3q into 2 plus 2 square is equal to 9q square plus 12q plus 4 here. So from this we can take 3 common here. 3 into q square plus 3q square plus 4q plus 4 can be written as 3 plus 1. So also we can take the 3 from these two equations. So 3 into 3q square plus 4q plus 1 plus 1. When we take 3q square plus 4q plus 1 as m, so is equal to 3m plus 1. So here we can understood that when we take r is equal to 2, we got 3m as answer, 3m as answer. When we take r is equal to 1 here, we got 3m plus 1 as r. Here I consider 3qm also as m here. So when we take r is equal to 2, so we also got a square is equal to 3m plus 1 here. So that means every positive square of any integer is of the form 3m or 3m plus 1 is there. So these steps are by using Euclid's division lemma. So let us check by taking another example. Yes, so we learned about even integer, odd integer and square of an integer. So let us check by taking cube of an integer. Show that every cube of an integer is of the form 9m or 9m plus 1 or 9m plus 8, where m is any integer. Show that every cube of an integer is of the form for 9m or 9m plus 1 or 9m plus 8, where m is any integer, where m is any integer. Okay, so we have to check by using Euclid's division lemma. So for this we have to take two numbers a and b from the number set. So let a be any positive integer, and b is equal to what we take. So here 9m is there, 9m plus 1 is there, 9m plus 8 is there. When we take b is equal to 9, we have to check 9 possibilities are there. So it is very difficult to solve. But we can take b is equal to 3 because 9 is also divisible by 3. So we can take b is equal to 3. From the Euclid's division lemma, we have to write that a is equal to 3q plus r. So r is greater than or equal to 0 and less than 3. So r is less than 3 means the possibilities of remainders are 0, 1 and 2. So therefore the possibilities of remainders are 0, 1 and 2. So let us check one by one by taking r is equal to 0, 1 and 2. So for my convenience I part this in 3 parts. So just by taking the remainders. When r is equal to 0. When r is equal to 0 means, so we have to substitute r is equal to 0 in equation 1. That is a is equal to 3q plus 0. So a is equal to 3q here. So we have to cube this term because we want cube of an integer. So that means we have to cube both sides. aq is equal to 3q whole cube is equal to a cube is equal to 27 cube. So we have to take 9 as a common. 9 into 3q cube. So just consider 3q cube as a m. That means 9 is equal to 9m. So a cube is equal to 9m. That means a cube of any integer is completely divisible by 9 here. Yes, understood? So every cube of an integer is of the form 9. So let us consider when r is equal to 1. So just insert this equation, this r is equal to 1 into equation number 1, 3q plus 1. We have to cube this integer. So a cube is equal to 3q plus 1 whole cube. We already know that a plus b whole cube is equal to a cube plus b cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square. So is equal to 3q whole cube plus 1 cube plus 3 into 3q square plus 1 multiply by 1 plus 3 into 3q into 1 square. So what is 3q whole cube? 27 q cube plus 1 plus, so here 9 cube square is there. 9 into 3 27 q square plus 9 cube. So just by making this 1 here, so from these 3 this term, first term, this third term and fourth term, we have to take 9 common here. So when we take 9 common, so 3q cube plus from this 3q square plus from this cube plus 1. So finally we got, so here 3q cube plus 3q square plus q can be taken as m. So here 9m plus 1 is there. So 9a cube is equal to 9m plus 1. That means every cube of an integer is of the form 9m plus 1. So there are another one possibility is there, r is equal to 2. Just by take r is equal to 2 here. So just insert this r is equal to 2 into equation number 1. So a is equal to 3q plus 2 here. So just take the cube, 3q whole cube plus 2 cube plus 3 into 3q square into 2 plus 3 into 3 cube into 2 square. So it is a cube plus b cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square. So it can be written as 27 q cube plus, so I will just write this equation here. So plus 27 with 9 here, 18 into 3. 54 q square plus 36 q. So let us take 9 from this and just here for 2 cube is 8 is there. So just take 9 from these three equation. 9. So here 3 cube square 6 q square plus 4 cube plus 8. So when I just put 3q cube plus 6q square plus 4q as m, so it means 9m plus 8 here. A cube is equal to 9m plus 8. So from this we learned that so every cube of an integer is of the form 9m or 9m plus 1 or 9m plus 8. So when take r is equal to 0 here, so 9m, we got 9m as the answer. So when take r is equal to 1, 9m plus 1 as the answer. Here when we take r is equal to 2, 9m plus 8 as the answer. That means cube of any integer is expressed in the form of 9m or 9m plus 1 or 9m plus 8. So from this we learned that the uses of Euclid's division lemma from these four method of problems. So I hope you learned about Euclid's division lemma. Dear students, we discussed about Euclid's division lemma and what are those uses and what are the applications. So thank you one and all, and be safe and stay home. Thank you.